Hello, welcome. I would have been started like 2-3 minutes ago, but and so I post a picture of what's going on to Instagram, to my story, right before I go live every time. And today I posted it, was getting the Twitter post ready, and then I got a notification saying that one of my friends, my IRL friends, liked my story. And I was like, oh, I posted it to my personal Instagram story, not Retro Remastered. So I had to fix that real quick. But we're here, and I'm ready to do the stream. I don't really care too much about the poll here, so I'll probably end it in a bit. It took me like 2 or 3 minutes to think about what I should put as the poll. So I just put the Switch 2 because the Switch 2 Direct is coming out on Wednesday, April 2nd. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, Uncle Jake, that's weird because I am an uncle. What are we modding today? We are doing, let me flip over here and actually so I can see the camera on my screen. We are going to be doing a Bulbasaur M2, that's what this is called, yeah. M2 screen with the Funnyplaying motherboard. The Funnyplaying motherboard is special because it's got LEDs, it's got an amp built straight into it, as well as sleep mode. But we'll see if sleep mode works, because sleep mode only works on the old Funnyplaying kits, the 3.0 kits. And I'm not actually sure if this screen will work with sleep mode, because I don't know. Funnyplaying updated this motherboard so sleep mode doesn't work with their competitors' screens, which is really slimy. But yeah, whether it was intentional or not, I don't know. But you've hopefully seen my video review and tutorial on this screen. I did it a couple weeks ago, and it's a good screen, bad installation is the TLDR on that one. So I like it. It still has the issue that the last screen had, and it blows my mind that Funnyplaying still does not fix it. But yeah, we're gonna use it today because Funnyplaying screens are the only one that work with sleep mode on this. And I think once I'm out of these motherboards, so I've got this one, the Suicune one is built and on sale right now, and I've got 2 more. One of them's not working, so I'll have to fix that. Once I get rid of those, I'm probably not doing these upgraded motherboards again. They're expensive, and people don't want to spend that much money, understandably, and so it's just not really worth it. They kind of just sit on the shelf. And since I have to use Funnyplaying screens and Funnyplaying shells, I don't really want to keep doing it. So I will probably be done with these mods once I'm out of them. But yeah, I think that's, oh well, and then also we're gonna do it's like a regular high-speed Edo V5 mod on here. So yeah, I saw a chat from somebody and then it went away. Anyways, yeah, I mean, for the most part, all of this is going to be the same between the 2 mods. There's really not much more that we have to do to this. It's just going to be the pain in the butt of installing this. One thing that I'm thinking about is, I don't know where my little, oh, there it is. I found it. Someone sent me this a while ago, and I use it for these mods. The 3D printed bracket with some, what material is this? Someone can tell me in the comments what kind of felt. That's what it is. So you can drop a GBA shell in there, and then you can do your mod, and it won't be, like the buttons won't get in the way, so it stays flat, and so the screen will stay flat. So I like to use this with the Funnyplaying mods. Otherwise, I don't really use it, but it is a cool little thing. And I'm being reminded that I should let you all know, as I always do in these streams, if you want me to say your name out loud, if you want me to say hello to you, say something in chat right now as I get started here, and then we'll actually get started. But is there any news or anything I should talk about? This Friday, if you're a member, you've probably already seen it. But I did a video on the budget HDMI mod for the PS2, specifically the Slim. So get ready for that on Friday. But if you want to join the mod squad, hit that join button down below. You can watch it early now and ad free. So that's pretty cool. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. So I'm not gonna say what the video is on the second channel tomorrow, but I did not lie in that video. Anyways, and then yeah, Friday will just be the tutorial and the review of the PS2 Slim mod, and there'll be some sort of short on Wednesday. There was a short yesterday, not doing as well as the short couple days ago, like a week ago. This dude's an absolute legend and inspiration. Thanks for all the content. Thank you. Alright. I guess nobody wants me to say their name out loud, so I will just get started. We got DC, most holy, most pure. My mom and Louis Gamer. Thank you all. We're gonna go with Grandmaster Joker on that one. Hi, how you doing? You got a really long name. Vivi, what games do you recommend for the Game Boy Advance? I was actually thinking about doing a video on that. Maybe I'll do my what's it called for that? My brainstorming for that episode by giving you some ideas. Let's see. We'll get these bags all torn apart, and then we will. I will talk about my favorite Game Boy Advance games as I get these torn apart. The first things that come to mind are actually the Metroid games. Both Fusion and Zero Mission are really, really good games. Even if you've never played a Metroid game before, it's a great point to jump in. I would say start with Zero Mission. That was my first Metroid game. I started playing it leading up to Dread coming out. Dread's my favorite Metroid game, but Zero Mission is a very close second. And it's just a really solid Metroid game, but a really good game in general. Obviously, the Pokemon games are great. Both regions, the Hoenn region and the Kanto remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they're all great. I love both of them a lot, but I think I lean slightly towards the Kanto region on the Gen 3 games. I really like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've played it so many times. I played Emerald a lot too, though, but I think I like Fire Red and Leaf Green just slightly this much more. But I think GBA is probably has the best Game Boy, or has the best generation of Pokemon games, because Gen 3 is super solid, and like the Hoenn region super solid, and Kanto, those remakes are great. So you really can't go wrong. And if you don't like either of those Pokemon games after trying them, then you probably just don't like Pokemon. But then I will say the Gen 4 games are really good. I'm very biased towards Gen 4, but the physical special split is kind of huge for Pokemon. And that's like the biggest downside to the GBA Pokemon games. There's no physical special split. There are mods that have that, though. Let's see, besides Metroid and Pokemon, the Mario Kart game, I mean, everybody loves Mario Kart pretty much, so you can't really go wrong with that. It's not my favorite Mario Kart game, but it's good. It's solid. What else? I haven't played Wario Land, but I've heard great things about Wario Land 4. Wario Land and Donkey Kong are like the two game series that I've yet to try from Nintendo. Like, I played a little bit of Donkey Kong Country. I played a little bit of Wario Land, but not enough to like have a solid opinion. But Wario Land 4 is probably a pretty solid game to put on the list. I've only played the remakes, but Advance Wars, great game. If you like that style of turn-based games, turn-based war game. Yeah, I populated this like probably over 6 months ago. Let's see. I think I've got the picture favorited. No, I don't. Okay. I gotta know now. I gotta look back and see how long ago it was. No way it was that long. Okay. It's been almost a year. May 5th. May 5th I took this picture. Right there. You can't see that. May 5th, 2024. But yes, I did that. I did all of them when I got a bunch of them in. I was just like, I'm going to do them all now. Just get it out of the way. It took me all day to take off the chips and put the new chips on and then test each and every one of them. I think I did do one on stream. A little after the review video, I want to say I did do one on stream. And it was stressful. I could be wrong. Okay, I guess I should get this bag undone. Yeah, I don't know if... Is this a Funnyplaying thing? Because I didn't buy these directly from Funnyplaying. I bought them from somebody else. So I'm assuming it still is a Funnyplaying thing. Either way, this is annoying. I agree. Like, I get it. You don't want people, like, doing the soldering. But, like, you could put the warranty sticker over the soldering portion. But I guess this one doesn't have that. I don't know. There's really no need to solder on this one. It's on these. Okay. No, there is a need to solder. My bad. I don't know which one I was thinking of there. I was thinking of a different kit. But I feel like there's a better spot to put a warranty sticker anyways. That makes more sense. My thing is I would just like the touchpad to work properly. And I honestly think I'm just going to cut the touchpad off of this one because I'm having problems with the other kits. So I just want to be rid of it and hope that it doesn't. It's still going to happen either way. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go watch the video. Okay. I'll probably get to show off what I'm talking about later. What is this? This is a 40 pin? Okay, cool. We'll get the 32 pin out of sight then. All right. You've done one in 30 minutes. I think I could do one in 30 minutes. I just don't know if I could check all of the pins in 30 minutes. Oh, okay. People always label them on AliExpress as Funnyplaying anyways. Okay. Let's... Well, I guess there's no need to start with this. You sent me this, right, Joshua? If it wasn't you, then I have no idea who it was. But I'm pretty sure it was you. And this is going to be a 32 pin. So, yeah, but it'll be like that. And we'll go ahead and we'll do it with the flush cutters. Boom. I don't want that in my sight. Okay, we can do the soldering for this. Might as well actually plug this in first. I do have a 3D printer now. Was that your file? Or did you find that somewhere? Either way, could you send it to me? Oh, I have to get a speaker out. I have another speaker, right? I do. I ask you guys like you would know. You found it and edited it? Okay, cool. I'm guessing you edited it to make it easier for the felt to go in. I'm going to make these wires stick out just a wee bit more. Okay. Just want to bust out as much soldering as possible. Oh, wow. That's going to be interesting to solder. They are right next to each other. Interesting. Okay. And then this one, we can solder TP. This. Just put all of the soldering points super close together. Jake, I have a question. Do you feel like the new PCB is more battery efficient than the original motherboard? Absolutely not. Maybe, okay, I shouldn't say absolutely not. I did the testing a while back. If you go watch my review video on this board, which is from like February of 2024, I believe it is, it takes more battery. I don't remember all the points I tested it at, but I think even with the LEDs off and the volume down all the way, it still takes like 30 milliamps more. I don't know. I don't want to say anything definitive, but I'm pretty sure it is not more battery efficient because it has the amp and the LEDs and all that stuff. But I think even if you took that stuff away, I think it still just takes more battery. I don't think it's as efficient. But whenever I made this video, I made the proper measurements. So you can go look. I don't have like a Excel sheet or anything like that. I really should make one, but honestly, it won't make me any extra money. So, unfortunately, that I guess I could. In theory, I could put my my affiliate links on it. So maybe I will if I ever have time, but that's the biggest thing. I don't have the time to do something like that. So unless there's money involved, I don't think I can really make the time. I'm not that greedy. Oh, I zoomed in too much. Well, not really. Just need to drag this up a bit more so we can have it all in frame. There we go. Okay. I'm up to 300 degrees Celsius. I'm going to put flux on everything because that's just how I roll. Where's TP2? There it is. And there we go. Don't need to solder to ground. So no flux on that. Let's start here. Got to do it quickly because we're soldering on top of the screen. Then we can add that. No, it's not probably the proper way to do all this. Don't care. Got a lot of extra solder on my tip, and this is kind of hard to reach. Okay. Let's get out the tweezers. Oh, and we lost one. And if I remember correctly from my review video on the screen, they have L and R like swapped, which just doesn't make any sense to me. So we're going to put L to R and R to L. I need to flip this around because the link port's in the way. The link port is really messing with me right now. And then I'll do one more. I'm seeing chats fly. Give me 1 second. Focused. Okay. I think next time I will not have it plugged in first. That just makes it infinitely harder. Also, that link port, really annoying. I'm going to do the solder for this. So I forgot to do that. Okay. Then we can twist that around. Bob's your uncle. Get that out of the way. Make my life a little bit easier. We'll solder select down and then I'll look at chat here. Okay. One of the GBC mods do that too, but select brings the brightness up and start goes down. Still messes with my head a little bit. Huh. Thank you, Josh. You have an Uncle Bob. I have 2 Uncle Randys. Different sides of the family. Actually, 2 Randy H's. Their last names both start with H. Again, different sides of the family. And they were both married into the family. They're not blood relatives. It's like the JFK and Abraham Lincoln coincidences, but not even close. Gotta push that down. Okay. I can flip this over. And then the right will go over here. It's always a second pin from the left. DC with the 30 months. But have either of those uncles been subscribed to the Jake Simmons YouTube channel for 30 months? I mean, I know one of them is subscribed. Neither of them are members. Thank you, DC. 30 freaking months. That's crazy. That's 2.5 years. It's crazy to think that I've been doing this for longer than that. But I've just had like members available on the channel for 2.5 years. That's crazy. Are you the longest running member? I don't remember. It's either you, Mikey, or Rux. That's 3 whole tens of months. You are exactly correct. Okay, and that's all the soldering. Bing, bang, boom. Actually, that's not, because, well, this is not correctly inserted correctly. I need to clean the power switch on this Game Boy. Howdy, Jan. That's scaring me. Okay. That flipped down really weird. Did not like that. Okay. Let's clean this power switch real quick. And then we can be done with soldering. You need to remind me about the light pipe in like 10 minutes. Remember when I used to stream these one at a time? And then I was just like, no, I'm going to do it the more efficient way because that makes just way more sense. Why are you not soldering? There we go. And then people would come in here and be like, "What? Why aren't you doing the thumbnail one?" And I'm like, "I'm doing that last." Remember when I used to stream in my room? So thankful for this MacBook. Now I don't have to bring my entire modding setup into my room and then squeeze my keyboard out of the way. But I do wish I had 2 monitors for this. Soon, when I move out, if that ever happens, if I can ever get the apartment that I'm trying to get, I will have a completely different setup. My filming and streaming setup should be one. one whole setup combined. I'm very excited for that. Get to sit in my office chair instead of a kitchen table chair for streams. Get to have a cool background. Hopefully not have the camera in the way. Hopefully no more earthquakes because I won't hit my head on the camera lens. I don't know who Gordon Freeman is. I just lost the... Oh, there it is. Okay, it just fell into the chair. Cool. What do you even call this? The tab? The power switch bracket? I think I might be putting this on backwards. Does it matter? I don't think so. As long as the power switch works, it doesn't fall out. Looks good to me. Okay. I got myself a GBA that I intend to mod, but I think I'll be able to do it. I keep watching your videos on it. If you can watch one of the videos and feel confident, you can do it. The protagonist from Half-Life. Have not played Half-Life. Whenever they come out with Half-Life 3, maybe I'll binge the other games. I'm a console gamer, okay? I have a PC that can game, and I can definitely game that. Does it even work with the controller? I'm assuming by now you can play it with a controller. Okay, if I can play it on my Steam Deck, then maybe I'll get to it one of these days. Okay, let's zoom out again here. So when I zoom out, it stays in focus. Maybe I zoomed with my finger on the focus reel. Sorry for doing all that zooming. I didn't think about you guys. Hopefully no one got sick from that. Anyways, yeah, let's start putting this together. Let's give myself... No, should I give myself the win after? Yeah, okay. We will start with the harder one. Oh, no. That's what that one guy always hated me peeling the peel. It's like, well, this one I have to, because there's a warranty sticker. Then I have to scrape off the void that's half on the edge here, so it doesn't show up when I put it all together. That wasn't too bad. Still super annoying though. I don't care about your warranty, Funnyplaying. You're gonna fight me on it anyways if it is broken. Oh yeah, I forgot it's this way. You gotta be careful with these tabs. These break on the Funnyplaying screens. I broke one already. I've never broken one of those before. I broke one on like the third or second M2 kit I ever do. And I don't know why. Okay, now I gotta figure out which way is the optimal way for it to... the bracket to go in. So we want to put this down. Do we want... I think it goes like this. But we want the bracket on top of the screen, but not on top of the ribbon cable. Right? Okay, I need to take this out of here first. Isn't this easy to follow along with? Don't you know exactly what I'm doing right now? They also freaking cut off the tab that's supposed to lock into this piece on the shell. It's even more annoying. Like, that was the only real benefit of the bracket. Now the bracket is just for retention, like just by the power of the screws in the motherboard. You want a broken screw post? It's easy to do it with this kit. Anyways, let's get all of these pieces we don't need yet. We do want the D-pad and A and B. Please actually be A and B. Thank you. Had another set of buttons with 2 B buttons the other day. That's super annoying. Love that. And light pipe. And A on the outside. B on the inside. Start and select A and B. Okay. I kind of just need to lift this up just to make sure that it's in, and then gotta try and line up the speaker here. The screen is not in. There we go. Now the speaker's not in. Now this side isn't lined up. I'm looking at these LNR buttons here. They're looking a little not funky fresh. They're looking a little more funky than fresh. That's annoying. There's like spots on this. I don't know if you can. Can you see that? Like, that doesn't look like rust, but like there's spots on it. Like on the metal. There's dark spots. It's like easier to see on, you can't really see it. On like the piece of metal that's behind it, right here. Man, I wish I could show you. But that's super annoying. Okay. Screwdriver. That's a tri-wing. We want a Phillips. I did get the light pipe in there. Put it in this guy here. Oh, we'll try. Okay. I know I should be using the bracket, but just feels safer in my arms. Okay. We'll put this down now. We can do the rest of the last screw in here. Okay. It's like a piece of fuzz in the... Okay. There we go. I think the clear buttons look good on this one. It blends in, because this is like... It's clear, but it's only got like a little bit of green in it. Okay, I thought I just ripped the R button out. Something feels slightly off to me. The motherboard's like floating above the screw posts. But everything looks like it's good. Hopefully nothing breaks. And the L button is not buttoning. Okay, something's not right here. It's like an extra bit of plastic right here, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. Okay, maybe it did. Okay. Guess we'll just put the rest of this one together before I get to the black one. Just doesn't feel right, man. I'm also personally over Funnyplaying. I think that they can make good stuff, but they choose not to. That's why I'm over them. Like, they've proven that they can do good, but they just get lazy and cash grabby. I feel like the L button just isn't right. We will test it out in a moment, I guess. I don't have any batteries up here, do I? Oh, okay, it's under there. We will test it after we put together this guy. Probably shouldn't be using the soldered wires as the way I pull the screen through the hole, but I did. The reason why I'm not cutting off these touch pads is because the touch pads on these, like the wires with the copper tape, just makes it an extension of the pad down here, like underneath the metal sheet. And so That means if somehow, like if I cut this off and then somehow the wire presses onto like the motherboard on like the ground plane or whatever, that will go off. And if it gets stuck on like a ground plane, then it's just going to continually be held down, and that's a problem. Because people are like, just cut it off, just cut it off. No, the wire will still be an extension of the button. So the only way to get it to not go off is to desolder it. The only way to desolder it is to remove the shielding. And that makes it really easy to break the entire screen. So not worth it. So I just install them. They don't look the prettiest on clear shells, but it's better to have something that doesn't flip out on you than to have something that will flip out on you and you... I don't know where I was going with that one. It's the better way to go. My brain is not working right now. So let's get B inserted on the inside. That didn't seem right. There must be a little bit of extra plastic, and there is. And that's going to be causing the... It's going to be keeping the button from going all the way down. So this should just drop right in. There we go. Let's check A. A looks like it has a little bit of extra plastic there. And it drops right in. D-pad. Start and select. And then we can drop the motherboard in. And then we can screw it down. And I feel much more comfortable screwing this one down in here, because I don't have to worry about any screw posts breaking. I mean, I kind of have to worry a little bit, but no more than any other kit. I don't have to worry about the screen being off and breaking everything else. I trust High-Speed Edo and Extreme Rate. I use one of their shells on my Procon and have another one right beside me for a DS Lite. I like Extreme Rate. I think that they're a little bit expensive. I don't really care for their soft touch shells. But it's good. They're good. I wish it'd be a little less expensive, is all. But they do make quality stuff, so I guess I still don't know if it's like worth the price fully. And their screw posts break too. Everybody does for the most part, if you don't do it super carefully. Okay. It's easier to put the side pieces in once outside of the this thing. Hopefully LNR work. I don't think I've tested these yet. I know they've been cleaned, but or maybe I did test these. I don't remember what I did with these. I know I tested all the speakers. Oh, and the power switch isn't even in. Gotta fix R. R just does not want to sit in place. That's nice. Now I gotta find that side piece. I don't get why they don't provide the touchpads as an option. What do you mean? They are an optional thing. I just don't understand why they don't have the why is this not going in? I don't understand why they don't have the solder points for the touchpads easily accessible. I am loyal. I don't have a side piece. The touchpads are there for people who can't solder, and I think the touchpads are a good thing. It's just make them better or make it easy to remove. I think it should be an opt-out, not an opt-in. Or they could just make a solderless and a solder full kit. Just make a kit that has the touchpads and a kit that doesn't have them. Especially with like a lot of these kits having having two sets of ribbon cables for the 32 pin and the 40 pin. You could just have one that has a touchpad and one that doesn't have a touchpad. Like it's actually so simple for Funnyplaying to fix their problems. They just choose not to. Not all their problems. Some of them, for sure. I feel like I didn't screw this one all the way down. Can I just get on the screw? Thank you. Okay. Cool. This one I didn't screw down all the way. I also go back and forth on whether or not I like that they still use tri-wing screws in the aftermarket shells. I like it in the sense that it's easy for me to know which screw goes where by glancing at it. But Phillips heads are just objectively better. Not as easy to strip. So, okay, let's put some batteries in here and let's test these out. We'll start with the one that's not in the thumbnail. And that game is not being read. This game is really old and very worn out, so I'd bet it's the game over the cart slot. And there we go. This Game Boy has been in this game cartridge has been in every Game Boy Advance I have ever built since I got it. So it is warm. And all the buttons work. You can't really see it from the test because it's black screen with red text, but everything worked there. So we're good. I don't think I've ever done a clear black Game Boy with black buttons. So I will probably have to take some new pictures of this one. So give me 1 second to test this. I know I'm going to have to take some pictures of this one. Okay, well, that's cheating. We can't see yet. Apparently, I left that in the on position. Let's see if this one works. Man, that's loud. Man, it's loud. A, B, right, left, down, up, R, L, start and select. Okay, L does work. It just is different feeling. Cool. Let's just do this one more time. See how loud it is. Crazy. What game is it? It's a test ROM. It's just a cartridge that shows my old subscribe animation back when I had only 35,500 subscribers. But it just like shows all the buttons on there. Before you ask, I can't just give this away or make it for you. It's special from Natalie the Nerd. I believe she still makes them if you want a custom test ROM though. Do I prefer USB-C or classic batteries? I prefer classic batteries. Let's get into this spiel real quick and then we'll list them. I don't like USB-C. I don't like rechargeable mods in general as much for a couple of reasons. One, nowadays it's not as big of a deal because most of them are, but a lot of them you don't know for sure if it is charge and play ready. Like not all of them, especially back when they were first coming out, would actually allow you, or you could, but it wasn't safe for the Game Boy to be able to charge the device while you're playing. And even those that say that it is safe to do so, I don't know enough about electronics and LiPo batteries to know if it is safe. I know that these weren't made to have a rechargeable battery system in them. I know that there were aftermarket things that dropped in, but either way, it just makes me nervous. I also don't do them. I don't sell them that way because of shipping stuff. I don't really want a battery to explode on someone either. So the only rechargeable battery ones that I do are SPs because they were rechargeable from the factory. Occasionally, I'll put a USB-C port in SPs because it's just changing the charge port, and I'll do that when the charge ports go bad. But yeah, the other advantage to batteries to me is I can get a cheap set of Ladas from IKEA that are one of the best AA rechargeable batteries out there. 2450 milliamp hours, and they're great. They're cheap, and you can get a set of 4 for like, I think it was $9 the last time I bought them. They've probably gone up. But you get a 4-pack of them. It doesn't come with a charger, but you get a charger, or you buy them from some other company's batteries. They'll probably come with 4 of them. You always have another set charged and ready to go. This one starts dying. Okay, save, turn it off, slap some new batteries in there, and you're good to go. That's what I like about rechargeable AA batteries. Don't have to wait to charge. Don't have to be tethered to a cord either. If your mod does allow you to do charge and play, you're not tethered to the wall. Also, as nice as USB-C is, not all of them are created equal. Like, even the Funnyplaying ones originally like for these ones. My personal one does not do C2C charging. It will only do C to A. I can't remember what the term is for that, but I just can't. I can't even use my Switch charger on it. I have to use a basic like 5-volt 1 amp brick with a USB-C to A charging cable. So it's like, is it really that convenient? I still have to search out specific chargers in this house. And like same thing with even the mods I do for the SP. They might do C to C, but you don't want to put too many amps in that. You don't want to do some fast charger for your Android phone and plug it in, and then, oh, you just completely ruin your Game Boy. Maybe that's not how it works. I don't know. But I know that not all chargers are created equal. And you have to be careful sometimes. I put those on the wrong ones. You got me monologuing here, and I put the stickers on the wrong ones. Oh boy. Okay. Time to get out the hot air gun. I'm going to turn this all the way down to the lowest temperature to let me do 100 C. Minimum airflow. It's not your fault, it's my fault. This one I don't care too much about. This one I can rip off. Because I have plenty of these stickers. So we'll use this as a test. Bruh. I think... Okay, that one wasn't too bad. We'll just stick that over here for a second. I am going to clean off my tweezers. Actually use different tweezers. Still clean it off. Sorry if you hear a bunch of vibrating. But in case you didn't know how to remove stickers properly, here we go. Let's start with this one, because this one isn't as important. Trying to get underneath that is going to be tough, though, too. Does this have any... Okay, cool. Doesn't have any thermal goop on it anymore. This is not going as planned. You'll see in a second. It still has sticky on it. But yeah, that's not good. Okay, we'll make sure that this is nice and heated. It should be pretty warm already. Oh, I have the max. I have it at max. I thought it was at the minimum airflow. Either way, we need a little more heat for this one to hopefully get all of the sticker. Nope, it's just gonna leave some residue. That is okay. I should be able to remove the residue. Turn that off. Okay. Wasn't that a fun adventure? This one, yeah, we'll take care of this first. Ooh, that is really sticky. Okay. Let's soak in for a second. You're kidding me. Probably shouldn't spray IPA on a warm piece of plastic. Well, I don't know what to do about that one. I don't think I have a spare back half of a GBA anywhere. Ugh. I forgot my science fundamentals. At least it wasn't this one. Fun. Yeah, I don't have... I literally have nothing that could be transplanted. Maybe I'll just save this one for the next screw post I break. Man, that sucks. Okay. I don't like take it fully apart. Thankfully, it is just the back. It would have been nicer if it was the battery cover. Man. Is this a big deal? Does that matter to anybody? I'm trying to think if there's any... Just like a single Game Boy Advance shell lying around that I could use. Doesn't even have to match. Nope, I don't think so. Well, let's just get to the main event then, and we'll take pictures of this guy. I guess we should probably put some batteries in it, huh? At least we saved the sticker. I turned the volume all the way down, by the way. I do not remember how to change the button colors on this. Well, sleep mode works. That's good. Yeah, okay. Reversing the L and R buttons on the soldering definitely makes it correct. Because I've always thought of it as L to lower and R to raise. Makes sense. Pneumatic device. And then I think that's my preferred settings. I don't remember. I'm gonna turn this down a bit to there. But is it A and B? A and B just changes the LED mode. I want the solid color one, but I want to change the color. Oh, that's okay. Start in B and then start in A. Well, let's just make it go to green. There we go. Why is my phone not working now? There we go. If you want this upgraded motherboard, Bulbasaur GBA, comes with sleep mode, an amp, and LED buttons. It will be up for sale in just a few moments. I gotta make the listing. If I can spell correctly. There is another one just like this that is Suicune. Bulbasaur. Totally forgot what the name of the Pokemon was for a second. Black motherboard. Okay. And duplicating the post. Take the pictures real quick. Give me 1 second here. Gotta take the batteries out. Because then somebody will be like, why doesn't the batteries come with it? Makes it look blue if I don't have it in my hand. Okay. those are good enough for now. I'll add those pictures. If you're wanting it, go to the link in the chat, also the top link in the description. It should be there, and it should be available right now for $325. I know it's a lot of money, but all of this is not cheap. And even though I did the work a while ago to swap the chips on it, it is not the easiest thing to do. I really don't charge that much more for the upgraded motherboards compared to the other ones. I just charge like a little bit more labor. That is all. But just because of how expensive all of the stuff is, that's why it's so much more. But yeah, I think that's about it since this thing broke. Like a big crack, and I did not hear it crack. It just appeared out of nowhere. $325 is a steal for that motherboard. I would charge so much more if someone said, hey, can you do this to my Game Boy? But I also just don't do that, even if people ask. Oh my gosh, it cracked so much. Look at this. It like... Hold up. It cracked down here too. What? Really? That bad? That's crazy. All because the stupid sticker left residue. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Okay. I am sad now, so I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you to everybody who came out and watched the stream. We did learn a lesson. You know, I do the stupid things, so you don't have to. But yeah, if you want the Bulbasaur one, it'll be available now. RetroRemaster.com. I'll have nice pictures of it soon. And I guess I will try to get another Game Boy, like this up soon. Probably not that color, but I do like to have 10 of everything in stock. Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find in the next batch of GBAs that I buy, I'll find an original shell that's like really good condition. Maybe it'll be like a black back one, and then I could have a clear black front with black buttons and then a solid black back. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for me. Like I said at the beginning, this Friday's video is a PS2 Slim HDMI mod, the budget one from High Speed Edo. The review and tutorial, and there's an April Fool's Day video on the second channel tomorrow. If you want to watch this Friday's video early, you can join the mod squad at that join button down below. Just $5 a month. And I could 3D print one, but honestly, just not high enough quality for my standards. So no. I don't know if anybody's made a back for one. Maybe I can try one. Maybe I can turn that into a second channel video, and maybe I'll look into it. Not a bad idea, Father. I'm just very pessimistic right now. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Ooh, so